Not all failures are the same. Not all injuries are the same. Not everything counts as everything. We live in a system where an ankle sprain looks just like a broken arm when it gets to the paper. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Accident Investigation Safety Moment. I'm Todd, your host for today's little shorty. Well, we've talked about this before, and if we haven't, we should have. The way our recording system, at least in the United States, is driven by OSHA reportable numbers, is set up, every injury kind of looks like an injury, and every injury is the same. And so it incentivizes us as companies to manage injuries lower. So we hand out lots of Tylenol 799 milligram because Tylenol 800 milligram triggers reportability. You all know this. We don't have to talk about it. I mean, you live in this world. So our incentive system actually drives us to look at all injuries the same. And what's happened is now an ankle sprain looks just like a broken arm, or a bee sting looks like an amputated finger. But they're not the same, and we shouldn't really think of them as the same. In fact, it's goofy to think of them as the same. We should stop that. That would be something we should try to stop. But I think to do that, we have to first remember that that's really the change we're talking about. That's the change we want to be most aware of. That's the change that makes the biggest difference. And to have that change happen, we've got to talk to our bosses, our organizations, and our regulators. We have to help them understand that we can't look at everything as if we're the same. It's not. In fact, a question I asked a really important board of directors just the other day was this: would you trade a broken arm for a dead body? And of course, the whole entire board of directors was like, absolutely, certainly. I said, then it has to be okay to break an arm. Because if our alternative forces us into looking at everything being a tragedy, then all of a sudden we manage consequence, we don't manage context. We're smart, we're clever, we're interesting. We know that not every injury is the same. Not every reportable case is the same. We have to have the ability to understand and prioritize and manage. If I could do anything, here's how I would deck them out. I think we have events that have much to teach us, high-value learning events, and we have events that don't have much to teach us. I would trigger reportability around learning. Learning is the key. What I want to be incentivized to do, what I want to be held accountable for, is learning. That's the safety moment for today. Learn something new every single day. Man, learning's coming up a lot in this one. Have as much fun as you possibly can. And for goodness sakes, be safe.